And I'm back again. Hi, how you doing? Literally, I think it was about 5 minutes since I recorded that half-hour long video that I just did about best horror movies. Yay! Anyways, now I want to talk to you all about a movie trailer that came out recently. One that had my mind go and had me do something I haven't done in a while, and that was completely nerd out. Some of you may know what I'm talking about, most of you may not. And I'm talking about the Pacific Rim trailer. You know what I'm saying. When there's, like, you see the giant monsters, then the giant mechs. It's like a Power Ranger Godzilla fan's dream come true. I love the Power Rangers when I was a kid. I loved Gundam. I loved anything involving giant mech suits. Anything involving power armor suits in general. And I love giant monster movies. When I saw the trailer for that, like, I would always see, like, little previews. They would never show too much. Like, I remember the whole kaiju alert things. And I was just like, this needs to come out. The world can't end on the 21st because I need to see this movie before I die. Excuse me one second. Yeah. So, and I was saying, like, if the world ends on the 21st and it's not through a giant monster, I'm going to be disappointed. Anyways, like, originally the list was going to include this, but then I decided it was, like, I decided it was going to be 10, but then since I realized this isn't really a horror, it is a horror movie, but it isn't, yeah, I'm not going to really go too much into it. Now, why I'm showing you this is because up until the release of Pacific Rim, I'm going to be doing reviews of giant monster movies. Yes, giant monster movies. Now, I know I said a lot of this before with, like, I did the horror, like, I always try to do the horror for Halloween thing. This year I actually had a reason, though, why I didn't continue doing that. I got really sick, like, my tonsils were inflated, so I really couldn't be posting a lot of videos then. Like, that really backfired on me, and I'm sorry for anyone who even watched this channel anyway. And the other horror for Halloween thing, that a few years back, that was just too depressed to do. So, anyways, let's move on. So, it's not going to be daily. It might be, it might not be. But I'm going to be reviewing as many giant monster movies as I can up until the release of Pacific Rim. It's going to come out on July 12th. And that is quite a bit of time away, so I'm probably going to run out of movies before that movie even comes out. But I'll find, like, a ton of underground stuff. Like, there is a ton of giant monster movies. Like, there's all the Godzilla movies. There's like 23 of them, I think. I have most of them. I don't know why I don't know the exact number. I'm gonna do a bunch of the Gamera ones. I'm gonna review Cloverfield. Definitely Cloverfield. I'm gonna do the Godzilla remake, American remake. Speaking of which, I am excited for the new American remake coming out soon. That actually may be really solid. What other giant monster movies? I'm gonna review The Host, King Kong, Giant Claw, Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. I'm gonna review it all as much as I can up until the point. If anyone's watching this at all, because I know I don't have a lot of subscribers, my videos never get a lot of views anyway. If there's any specific giant monster movie that I should review, let me know. Any bad ones, any good ones, any really good ones, ones that are legitimate good movies, and one that is just so bad that they just need to be talked about. Let me know, and if I don't have it, I'll get it, because this is a special occasion. Pacific Rim looks like it's going to be awesome. Now, just so we can get this out of the way, one quick statement I want to make. Pacific Rim is going to be one of these things. I'm going to be so hyped up for it, then it comes out, I see it, and I get really disappointed. Let's hope that's not the case, but just for brevity's sake, let's do a quick review of Godzilla so we can at least get one of these movies out of the way. Godzilla, or Gojira, however you want to pronounce it. Combination of the words gorilla and whale. Fun fact for you. It's known as a kaiju film. Kaiju film. Kaiju is another term for giant. Is a term in Japan for giant monster. And this is inspired by the bombings during World War II, as most of you already know. This is obviously the best one in the entire series. Now, with this set, I know there's another Godzilla DVD out there, but this one's the best, and I'll tell you why. Oh, I love that sound. And here's the little booklet. The booklet's also really cool. It comes with a bunch of stuff. Like, it's a pretty good sized booklet for what it came with. Anyways, let's move on. What's really good about this one is that it comes with two movies, Gojira and Godzilla, and they actually are pretty different. I mean, not too entirely different, but more or less the American one can be considered the first American remake of it, because like it has has added scenes that like it has certain scenes that aren't in the. I mean, hold on, let me get my words together. It has scenes that. It doesn't have all the scenes that were in the Gojira, but it has new scenes with Raymond Burr, who is an excellent actor, and he like narrates over most of it, which he does a really good job in the movie, but I feel that takes away. So if you're gonna get any set, get this one. Like, you can get it on the cheap now. I'm sure this is $10 from when I saw it. This isn't Criterion, I don't think. No, these are from the Toho line. They have like a ton like this, but this one came in like this ultra thick case. The rest of most of them are like now really thin, which are actually really cool sets. They help me save room. But this one's my favorite. I like them both a lot, but Gojira is better. You do have to read, because I don't think, from what I know, it's not dubbed over. I haven't tried to dub it over, and I wouldn't want to anyway. But it has still very solid entertainment. And watching Godzilla like just stomp around, is creepy. I mean, it's not scary by any means, but it has an eerie sense to it that I think even modern day horror movies are missing. Like, actual horror movies are missing out. It's definitely the best giant monster movie in my opinion. I know a lot of people might say King Kong, but I think that's better. Just it's sheer great spectacle. Like, Godzilla, I've always felt Godzilla was a better monster, even though King Kong, I guess, is more relatable. Godzilla was always the most entertaining to watch. There's just always been something about Godzilla that I loved. He's Godzilla in my eyes is an icon. He is an icon. It's just not my eyes, but in cinema's eyes, like in Japan, everywhere, he's an icon. Like, he's an icon of the casualties of war and stuff like that, which makes him a more powerful villain. He is spectacular. He's the monster. This is my favorite in the series. I mean, it's not the most entertaining. It does get kind of dull, but for some reason, there's just a great amount of charm to it. The most entertaining, I think, is actually Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All Out Attack. Probably, it's not, I think it's the longest title in the Godzilla series. But the amount of love and care that went into Gojira and Godzilla goes to show that was like where Japan first truly, other than Seven Samurai was the first movie to show that Japan knows how to make really solid movies. I haven't watched a lot of classic Japanese movies. I watched a lot of modern. Most Japanese movies have gotten really weird over the years. But the true one I think was the first was Seven Samurai, and Gojira was the second one. That it just says official Japan knows how to make good movies, especially giant monster movies like that. That's the thing. Like, you can see like little hints of Godzilla everywhere. Like, I always kind of like saw Bowser or King Koopa as kind of like a Godzilla-esque villain, even though he's not 400 feet tall or 150 feet tall. There's just so much that Godzilla has to offer that I don't think any giant monster could give. Anyways, that's my rating. If you want a rating, it's 5 out of 5. Check it out. definitely the best Godzilla movie in this series, and Pacific Rim is going to be hopefully awesome, and if it's bad, I'm going to be so disappointed. Like, it's going to be like, I think I'll give up on movies if that movie's bad. I mean, it's made by Del Toro, and the reason I'm not saying his first name is because I always pronounce it wrong. So I'm going to try. Anyways, that's my review of Godzilla, and I'll catch you guys later when I actually officially decide to start doing this thing. I do want to do some Christmas movie reviews, though. I might do that, I might not. I might make any promises. Anyways, catch you later.